everyone, and welcome to A CrowMn Review number 1. Yeah, I'm going to start numbering these things, so you should probably get used to that. And I want to talk about parkour.
Michael, parkour! Parkour!
Extreme!
Parkour! Parkour!
Yes, that parkour. As if there was any other kind. Anyways, while parkour is an art you could probably trace back hundreds of years, and captured on film since the 1920s, hell, if you've seen any Jackie Chan movie, you've probably seen your fair share of parkour, but it wasn't until one particular film's release that parkour rose to public consciousness, myself included. Ah yes, 2006, Casino Royale. Daniel Craig's debut as a green and gritty James Bond that didn't even know yet if he liked his martini shaken or stirred.
Do I look like I give a damn?
But what really seemed to capture people's attention was the... Other than that, was the Madagascar chase scene, igniting a new and passionate interest in parkour that mostly resulted in hilarious YouTube fails. But that's not all. Parkour proved popular and interesting enough of a concept that smaller elements of it were included in games just the following year, like Crackdown and Assassin's Creed. But it wasn't until 2008 that EA decided to take a chance and try and create something completely new and innovative, a game centered completely around parkour. That game? Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge takes us to a seemingly comfortable dystopian police state where there's virtually no crime, but at the cost of both privacy and civil liberties. Maybe we should just let Faith explain it.
Once the city used to pulse with energy. Dirty and dangerous, but alive and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, and accepted them. They chose a comfortable life. Some didn't. And those who refused to conform were pushed to the sidelines, criminalized. They became our clients. We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge.
Oh, she said the title of the game in the game!
And the cops don't bother.
But yes, Faith does paint the picture well for Mirror's Edge. Both of her parents were protesters until her mother died in one particular riot. Unable to cope, Faith ran away from home, becoming a runner, while her sister Kate became a cop. You'd think this would go the remarkably predictable route, with one sister becoming an officer of the law and the other, well, a criminal. But you find out that it actually goes in the complete opposite direction as the plot develops.
Kate?
What are you doing here?
What happened? Did you?
No! You don't recognize him?
Should I?
It's Robert. Robert Pope, friend of Dad's.
Shit, that Pope.
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined up. He had a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read the news?
It's not news anymore. It's advertising.
He was running for mayor.
So the break-in must have really spooked him then.
That's what I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come, then asked after you.
Really? I haven't seen him for at least 10 years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. Just sitting at his desk, writing. Everything went black. When I came to, he'd been shot. And I'm pretty sure it was with my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary. It was gone. I'm sure there was someone else in the building. Left my radio in the car, haven't had time to phone it in.
Come on, come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to run. I'm not like you. Running will just make me look guilty.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please. You've got contacts. There's gotta be more to this. Something he knew. Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just
Great.
can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about, now.
I'll see what I can do.
If this goes down badly, find Lieutenant Miller, my superior. Take anything you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember, they're not playing nice. Get out of there.
Now go! And Faith, thank you.
And there we have our main conflict for the game, trying to prove Kate's innocence by tracking down shady figures and gathering information on Pope and Project Icarus, all the while running from increasingly relentless police and security forces. Now, for the gameplay. Since this is a game with a focus on parkour, there's a whole lot of
Running, jumping, climbing trees, putting on makeup.
well, maybe not that last one, but you get the picture. There's a whole lot of running, climbing, jumping, wall running, sliding, rolling, elevator riding. Hardcore elevator riding. And everything is very smooth to pull off with your controller and easy to combo one action right into another, encouraging you to come up with your own creative ways to progress through levels. Of course, that doesn't mean Faith doesn't do her share of, ass-kicking along the way. No, she's well equipped for that with a variety of attacks, disarms, and fully capable of wielding firearms herself. Mirror's Edge does exceptionally well in mixing up the pace of the game with everything from high-tension chase sequences with squads of police in hot pursuit to the more relaxed puzzle-esque platforming where you know where you have to go, it's just a matter of figuring out your environment to get there. Because of the nature of the game, though, it does lend itself to a lot of trial-and-error gameplay. You will miscalculate jumps. And you will choose the wrong way and pay for it. But when you get the chance, definitely slow down and take a few minutes to really absorb your surroundings, because Mirror's Edge is, in my opinion, one of the best looking games out there. When you hear the words dystopia and oppressive governments, your first instinct might be to picture some dark, gritty, and grim setting. But it's not. It's really bright, smooth, polished. It all looks so good. One thing I am at odds with, though, is the art style chosen for the cutscenes. While there's nothing inherently wrong with it, I actually like the style, but I don't feel like it meshes well enough with what we see while we're actually playing the game. Like it stands out too much. And with all that said, final thoughts?
Hardcore parkour! Hardcore parkour! I'm right behind you, Andy! Come on! Yeah! Hardcore.
But seriously, I loved Mirror's Edge. It was a new and original take on the first-person genre with all its parkour action and incredible setting. It's extremely easy to pick up and learn, which makes a lot of those high-tension chase scenes and complicated platforming all the more enjoyable. The story is slightly on the weak side, and not to mention, well, short. Just playing through to record all the footage for this review, it took me about 5.5 hours, and you can even YouTube videos of people beating Mirror's Edge in roughly 1 hour. Time trials definitely add some quality replayability, but not quite enough. Now that it's had a few years to price drop and talk of a possible sequel, I do highly recommend Mirror's Edge. I'm Brian CrowMn, and this has been A CrowMn Review. We'll see you next time!
Concrete heart isn't beating, and I've tried to make it come alive. No shadows, just red lines. Now I'm here to rescue you. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I cannot apologize, no.
again, I just want to let you guys know that if you want to follow A CrowMn Review, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the link above, or liking our Facebook page down below in the description.